Oh, hey guys, it's me. Been gone from the channel a while, various reasons. But the last project that I worked on was a old DeWalt AM/FM tube radio that was just messed up, and I will show you this radio. Come on, it's on right here. I finished it. I didn't record anything, for various reasons. I felt like there wasn't a lot of interest in it. It was a basket case. It was totally rusted out. One of the worst radios that I've ever had the displeasure of working on. Of course, I'm missing knobs in certain places that I go to online. You ask for knobs and they want to tell you how to fix these knobs. Well, they didn't want to fix these knobs. These knobs were all warped. The back of them are stripped. There's really not much use. I would just rather have 4, but I couldn't get them to understand that, so I guess I pissed them off. I don't know, but I really don't care. And that's one of the things that's leading me to just getting out of this hobby, because the other problem is I restore these radios, and yes, it's fun to restore them, but after they're done, they're shelf queens. And honestly, I don't have the time for that anymore. I don't have the space for shelf queens or nothing like that. Then I've got this project that I've got to get back on. It just really needs, I believe it's complete. I just need to fix this right here, and I have a fix for that. I'm going to get to this one day. I'm not going to mess with the case. I might rub it down and put some protectant on it, but this radio is working. This radio does work. It's AM/FM. However, it was so bad inside, so corroded, that I worked weeks on this thing and spent more money than this thing will ever be worth. But it works. It don't work the best. I'm tired of messing with it. If y'all want it, let me know. Y'all pay shipping. I'll send it to you. Let's see, what else? I got my Atwater Kent right here. The 708. I haven't messed with it in months. It's totally electrically done. It works great. Receives fantastic. However, this is the case for it, or this is the wooden case for it. I have not done nothing with it. One of the reasons that I've not done with it, I'm not good at that. I don't know what I'm doing, and I haven't had time to learn. I've just got so much stuff going on in my life right now. I don't know how to do this, really. I don't feel like I don't have the time to mess with this. But I want to get this radio going, because this radio is going to be a keeper if I can get the case fixed, cleaned up. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with that. I don't know how to do that. I would like to get this finished, because I want to put this in my home and be a showpiece to give my grandkids. Let's see, what else? I'm thinking. Here's the other radio that I've got, the Delmonico, sitting down here. It needs to have some cabinet work done on it, but it works too. It works fine. So that's where I'm kind of stuck with these. I've got another radio, an RCA back here, RCA AM/FM here. It's a little bakelite case. Nothing wrong with it. It works. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. I've just got too much of this stuff, and I want to move on to different things. Anyway, what I wanted to show you guys today, and I've been saying that I'm getting out of this, and I am getting out of this. However, hang on. Interruptions. People know when I get on this camera. Anyway, I'd said that I'm getting out of radios, and I am, but there's one last one that I want to do. I found it on a local swap meet here in town. Fell in love with it, and I'll show it to you. Here we go. It's a RCA Victor, an AM clock radio, in very nice condition. There is a little crack here, a little bit of crack damage here, but that's inconsequential. That doesn't bother me at all. I still love it. The faceplate here, it's a little yellowed. I'm going to try to buff that out with some of that headlight polish. Everything seems to work. This is the timer, I think. The on, off, auto, and alarm right here. That just needs to be cleaned up. Volume control, tuning indicator, which is very stiff, which is probably indicative of grease. The clock motor runs, I'm told. I haven't fired this radio up yet. So, but let's see. This model number is a model C is in Charlie-3 Echo, made in 1959. It uses a 12BE6 converter, 12BA6 first IF amp, 35W4 rectifier, 50C5 output, and a 12AB6 AF amp. Typical American 5 radio. Like I said, this thing is around 1959, which looks about right. So, if you guys are interested, I'll put you on the tripod and we'll hook this thing up to power and let's see what all works on it, and then we'll have a look inside. Matter of fact, I just want to see the clock motor work. I'm not actually going to power the radio up. But we're going to have a look inside after we verify the clock works. Be right back. Okay, everybody. Alright. Okay, here we go. We're going to I've got the radio turned off. I don't want to power this radio up without having a look inside. That would do bad things. The guy I bought it from said that it plays, it just don't pull any stations in. Yeah. This should be an easy repair. You know, it's American 5, series string filaments, simple little power supply. Change just probably a new few caps, maybe check some resistors, clean that tuning knob where it's a little easier, clean the cabinet, and everything, I'll be ready to go. So anyway, let's find out if the clock works. Here we go. I'm going to power it up. I have the clock off, the radio itself off, and here we go. And the second hand moves. Little noisy, but that's what I like about these old radios. I'm good with a little noise. I love the dials on this thing, which let me get you over here a little closer. The thing I fell in love with. Hear that hum? You know what that is. I love the face on this. I love that retro. This is what I like, this retro look right here. I love that. I love that red badge right there, medallion. I love the second hand. I love all that. This is, to me, it's the coolest thing. Anyway, we already know it needs a filter cap. So we know the clock motor works. Let me put you back on the tripod and we'll open it up. And I'm going to do the higgle-jiggies here. I can't get it back in the stand, never can. Alright, there we go. Turn the power off. Move the radio down for a second. Let me get my cushion. There we go. Alright. Take this thing very gently. I see screw, screw, and screw. So I need a Phillips head and a flathead. Take this thing off. It's getting springtime down here where I live. About 80 degrees outside right now. I have my air conditioner running. We'll have the door running open, but mosquitoes are out. I don't want to fill my shop full of mosquitoes. So let's see if we can get it open. Oh yeah. It's been dropped. The tubes are all shifted to this side. Let's see if I can persuade this plug to come out. There we go. This is about as basic a radio as you can get. Fix that wire. Yep, a really basic radio. Nothing to it. Here is the speaker, of course, the output transformer, clock motor, and all that mechanism over here. Tuning capacitor, or tuning gang as it's called. 2 IF transformers right here. Let's see, that's 12B6 converter. That looks like 35, what is that, a 35W4 I think. Rectifier, 12BA6. I forgot what that one was. That's a detector right there in the output tube. It's a 50C5. Let's see how many original tubes are in here. So we have 1 RCA, 2 RCA, 3 RCA, 4 RCA. So we have 4 RCA tubes in here. So that's good. And then this Silvertone 50C5 rectifier right here. Let's see. Continuing on, this is the filter capacitor, which I'm fairly certain is bad, as you heard when we accidentally turned it on. And then we have a paper cap right here, so that's 1. Another paper cap here, that's 2, and another paper cap here, that's 3 paper caps that we have to we'll have to replace. So then, of course, here is your ferrite loop antenna right here. Nothing to it. Support here that takes the chassis, the housing, and secures it to the chassis so it doesn't wobble and all that kind of stuff. So this needs a little bit of cleaning. Of course, the wires have got that. The leads here to the output transformers got that little white powder on it, and if I remember right, what that is, I'm not sure if it's decomposition of the rubber or if it's a compound in the rubber that has leached out over the years, because it's 1950, so that would make it 59, and I was born in 60, so what would that make it? 62 years old? 62 years old, 62 years I would expect this right here. So what I've done before is I've just took alcohol and wiped these leads down and stuff like this, and cleaned up rather nice. I'm going to clean the circuit board up a little bit. It feels like it's probably been, it feels like it's a little greasy. I don't know, but depends how far you want to go with this. Like I said in my other videos, just how far do you want to go with something like this. So anyway, this is the original capacitor. I don't think anything's been changed on this radio other than that 1 output tube, so it's pretty original. Let's see if we can get a value on this right here. Can't really see it. Yeah, nothing that's been done. The circuit board is clean. There's no breaks. I don't even see no rings around any bad connections or anything like that. It looks like a dual 50 microfarad capacitor at about 150 volts. So this could be a candidate, if I can get it apart, this could be a candidate for restuffing. So that's where this radio's at. I'm going to see if I've got a couple of capacitors that fit in there, and just go ahead and change out electrolytic and see if it works any better. So I'll bring you back. Alright, I've replaced this electrolytic right here. I think I got it in the right spot. No, it's going to have a big fireball. Anyway, I believe it's a dual 50. There's the bottom of it right there. I didn't really get fancy with this thing. Not at all. I just found what I had. You see them right in there. Just a couple of little radio lead electrolytics. Nothing special. As long as I got the positive where the positive should be and the negative where the negative should be, I think I'm fine. So, I haven't changed any of the other capacitors yet. Let's get the cheater cord. Get the cheater cord. I don't have my regular radio cheater line cord for servicing on me right yet, so we'll just hook it up to this. I've got it hooked to my Syncor AC Power Right PR57 isolated power supply. It's a variable isolation transformer safety analyzer. Let's see what happens. Power up. Here we go. Hopefully it don't got them in right and it don't go boom. The motor's a little bit noisy. You can send these motors off and get them repaired. Let's see. So get any tube. Yep, got some tube filaments going on. Lights. My lights in this shop are horrible. Yeah, picking up something. That is Morse code.
5 hits over the weekend at Old Dominion as the 0-1 pitch. That's fired in for a down and away as well. 0-2 from Shuffler to Taylor Young.
Well, there you go.
Taylor Young, third team All-American last year for that Tech team that hosted a regional here at J.C. Love Field.
Changed a couple filter caps.
2 pitch from Shuffler. It's popped up foul out of play on the first base side by Young. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Young in the game at ULM went 0 for 3 with a walk that night. Was also hit by a pitch.
These are the kind of repairs.
Unfortunately for ULM, that has been a problem this year. It's 72 batters with a pitch this season. The breaking hole here on the.
I need to change those paper caps on this thing. These are wax paper caps. But right now, playing. All I did was change filter caps. Circuit board it looks like it's got kitchen grease on it. Like if you got these things in the kitchen near the stove, you know, coming from the 50s, okay? People cook stuff on the stove that's greasy, and it gets in the air and it collects on the circuit board, and that's what's happened with this. It looks like. So I'm gonna have to clean the circuit board. I'm gonna go in here, change all the paper caps, and I may just restuff them. And I'm gonna probably figure out if I can figure out a way to restuff this. I don't know if I can or not. I'll try. Might do is put this in a vise and just start drilling it. You know, start with a little drill and just bring it up to a big drill till I can get as much of this out as I can. Be able to put a couple of these radial electrolytics in there, and it's be very easy to do. And just solder them to the inside tabs of this, and just put it back on the board, and you'll never know I was in there. That's my plan. So I'm gonna check. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistors in here. Well, a few more, 5, 6, 7 resistors. But I'm not gonna mess with them if it's working like it is. I'm not gonna mess with them. What's the point? So I'm gonna clean it up, clean the tubes. I ain't gonna check the tubes. It's working. It just needs really a big cleanup, capacitor change, and I think I'm gonna leave it just like it is. So anyway, I guess it'll be a little while before I have another video on this, but that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.